Welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hello, friends of the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Samantha, did that suffice from last week's?
You know what? That's a vast...
Remember how unhappy you were with me?
It's a vast improvement, Lisa.
Vast improvement, is it? So, woohoo! Woohoo! Hello, everybody. Did you see that? That was the sunshine shooting out my ass.
For a Monday, that's pretty good.
It's pretty darn good, right? Because here's the thing, Samantha, right? There's two interesting things about today. Number one, it's Happy Pie Day.
I know.
Right? And number two, National Nap Day.
Oh my God, I would totally get on board with that.
And you missed it, right? You missed it. And then tomorrow, I'm going to go see my sister. So I'm happy about that too. Yay. It's like good days, good days, good days, Samantha.
And that's why we're recording. That's why we're recording so early.
Right. So friends of the podcast, when you listen to this and we've missed, here's hoping nothing major happens this week in the world. Because that would kind of be crazy, hey? That all of a sudden we record next week and we're like a week behind the major news.
Yes, that would be bad.
Right. We just need it to be uneventful.
Yes, that would be good.
Right? That's what we need. So things are a little different because we had to alter our schedule. Right, Samantha?
We did, but you know, one thing that's going to stay current in your life is baseball is back.
Baseball is back, and oh my God. And it's like, they're only doing like barely any spring training at all, hey? Like,
because they want to, what do they want to do? Get right to it?
Pretty close to right to it. So the first, opening day is like in 3 weeks. This Friday is the first spring training game.
Very cool.
Go figure. Right. So excited. We're still waiting for the Jays to, pull out their wallets and make a couple big trades. Right? We need a little help from our friends there. So,
is that expensive fancy guy still playing?
Which expensive fancy guy?
Well, I don't know. There was an expensive fancy guy last year that everybody was cooing over.
Well, there's lots of expensive fancy guys that we're kind of cooing over. So now we're just looking for a few new ones. No,
but there was one in particular. He cost a lot of money.
Like George Springer cost a lot of money, but then he got hurt. So he was a fancy expensive guy, but people weren't that happy because he got hurt.
Oh, I see.
Right? So we're waiting for him to be healthy this season. And then we're waiting we still need a few more fancy expensive guys.
So there's no baseball when you're in Ottawa though, right?
Not really. Right? My
really.
kid sister is very, I'll probably watch the highlights maybe. She's very much a girl about, how to build a house, the home design shows. Has been known for her addiction to Friends, The Big Bang Theory. Shows like that, right? So sometimes when I'm there, I see shows that I never ever watch.
Oh my God. Okay. Speaking of shows though.
Yes. The
Tournament of Champions.
I know.
Was it the Food Network?
It's the Food Network.
Yeah. And because I watched it last season and it was actually quite good.
It was good.
And this one I caught up. I've caught up to the third episode and I'm like, all right, guys. That broke my heart, that guy who got disqualified.
Because he didn't get his dish done on time? Yeah, well, but that's the game. That's the rules.
I know.
Right? We can't change the rules. Just sorry, guy, right? That's mismanagement of time.
And then I thought of you, Lisa. I thought, why isn't Lisa in the Tournament of Champions?
Well, good question, right? I'm not sure. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Like how many competitions have I won? For sure, I've won 2. right? I won. Remember, I won the one. I usually win the winter competition, right?
Yes,
With
you do.
with my signature dish, depending on what they're looking for. But I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense why I'm not in it.
Well, because didn't you win like some weird baking competition last year?
Yeah, remember
fake
I
one?
had. Yeah, well, like not really that fake. Remember I had all the pictures. Remember I did. I don't even remember what I made now, but I made some great things.
Yes, you
And
did.
remember I won a plaque that said "You're the best."
Yes, I believe there might have been a
And
Yule log or some sugar cookies involved. I'm not sure.
yeah, there was a cookie, and then there was, I want to say there was like a brittle. Did I not do a brittle?
Oh, maybe. I'm
I
not
think
sure.
I think I did a brittle. And, remember I took a picture. Remember I got a gold medal,
Yes.
right? I got all of that stuff, Samantha. I did really, really, really good. That was
Oh
the
my
beauty
God.
of it, is just how good I did. And the year before that, that was, remember I did, if memory serves, I did, toques and mittens. That was my theme in the
Oh
sugar
my
cookie
God.
genre, right?
That's what I'm remembering. The Tooks and
Right?
Mittens.
That was the first year. I've actually done 3. And then remember, didn't I win the competition for making the best sandwich? Remember I pulled the hoagie out, the big sub?
Oh my God.
At the last minute, remember? Because somebody was stealing remember somebody was stealing my panini press?
Yes. Because you were going to do
Right.
a turkey cranberry something something. And
Right.
yeah.
And then somebody, all of a sudden my press went missing. And I had to think real quick. So it makes no sense why I'm not on it at all, actually. Maybe we'll have to start a hashtag, Dear Guy Fieri, where's Lisa Gibson? Right? Something like that,
Oh my
Samantha.
God. Would you shit your pants if they actually invited you?
Remember I was going to do that one that was local but it was too much paperwork. I'm like, there's too much paperwork involved in this. Yeah, I would shit my pants for sure. I would, right? You know what I would do? I would call on our dear friend Janie Oliver from the Sunflower in Idlewild, California, and see if she could pinch hit for me.
Come on down.
That's who we need. We need to get her on the show and find out why hasn't she been asked to go on these shows.
Well, exactly. And she's
Right?
coming up on her 1-year anniversary of the Sunflower Cafe.
I know, right?
That's a
Exactly.
lovely thing.
I think we should track her down. You know what we should do? We should phone there one day.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
We
See if they
That'd be
deliver
funny.
to Saskatoon and see if she puts 2 and 2 together. It'd be kind of fun, hey? See if she could figure it out. We'll have to
Yeah.
figure out how we could do that.
For sure. Hey, but you know what? I got a bone to pick with you.
Oh, always, always.
Lisa,
What?
why are you bringing back the controversial topic, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Because I read an article and it made me, it stopped me in my tracks, stopped me dead in my tracks and it checks off all the boxes for sandwich.
Okay, we've already discussed this.
I know.
And there
but
was already dissension in the ranks because some people agreed, some people didn't agree.
I don't want to think of it as a sandwich, but I'm just saying, right? It maybe it is like, because take a look at a sub as a sandwich.
Yes.
And is a hot dog much different than a sub?
No.
Right? But I don't know, right? Because I don't want it to just be a plain Jane sandwich. I don't want to go there, but I read it and it's like, does it have bread? Check. Do you put condiments on it? Check. Right?
Does it get cheese? Check.
Check, right? Could you in a pinch put on a tomato? Yeah, check. Could you add a little lettuce if you wanted to? You could. Check. It started making all the things that you could do with a sandwich. Right? And then I was just like, oh no, maybe.
We got to talk about it again.
I don't know. Maybe we got to talk about it again. Maybe we didn't look at it from all sides.
Well, apparently you did.
Well, I'm on the fence. I'm not quite sure where I sit with it.
But is a
'Cause in
hot
my
dog
heart,
its own cat? Like, are you okay? But are you saying a hot dog is its own category?
Well, maybe. You know, I would love it to just stay in its own category, like a hot dog, a bratwurst, a knotwurst, like just anything like that goes on a bun. I would like it to just stay. But then, what do you do with the sub?
Well, what are you doing with a hamburger?
Hamburger's its own category.
Well, why? It's meat on a bun.
It seems different.
Is that not a sandwich?
Nothing else looks like that. Sandwiches don't look like that. Like a sub looks like a hot dog. Right? A sub can look like a hot dog.
Okay.
Nothing really can look like a hamburger.
I don't know.
Like I said, I'm not happy. Do you think I feel good about this? You think I feel good having to bring this up again? Come on. Right? 52 years of knowing where my hot dog loyalty lies, and now I read one article and I'm like, oh, Mother Parker. Right? Really? Come on. Samantha, I'm not good about that. I'm not good about it.
Okay, I don't know. Let's put it to the people.
We're going to have to, right? Maybe we'll have to post it on our page.
Yeah, because guys, right? We're not sure. We're on the fence. We're on the fence. Okay, but you know what we're not on the fence with?
Tell me.
We got to talk about it, Lisa.
People are going to be pissed. They're going to be mad.
They're already mad.
You're stirring a pot. Listen, you're stirring a pot.
We're already one day in. It doesn't matter.
I know, but you're stirring a pot. It's a slippery slope. We're going down, and you're stirring a pot.
So, I don't know about anybody else, but in Saskatchewan, time revolves around us.
It totally revolves around us. We change for nobody.
We change for no one.
Right? We don't change the oven. We don't change the DVD. We don't change the alarm clocks. We don't change nothing. We just go to bed and wake up.
And it's still the same time.
Still the same time. We
do
wake
not
up just
fall
as
back.
tired as we did.
Yes, we don't fall back, nor do we spring forward.
No, we just stay the same. And I think, Samantha, we're the envy. I think we're the envy.
I do believe so. But for some people, it's exciting when they spring forward because they gain an hour, right? But
technically, we don't gain the hour, but we get the benefits of it, right? We get the extra sunlight too.
We do.
We get all the TV shows starting earlier.
They do.
Right? Like now, hello, Jimmy Fallon. Welcome back. Right? Because now you're at 9:30.
And Live with Kelly and Ryan starts at 7.
Right? So it's much more convenient springing forward.
But it is annoying for those people who live in the East trying to get a hold of people in the West.
Oh, I know. Hey, I know.
Sorry, guys. Or is it more annoying for us? Because we're 2 hours behind. So at 4:00, they're already at home. They're having dinner.
Yeah. They're eating and like when we and they're going to bed when we're like thinking, maybe I'll have a cup of tea. Right? They're headed to bed. So I don't know. I think that we change for nobody.
We change for no one.
Right? Like we just don't do it, man. We're good.
But the sun is.
Why can't other people? Why do people have to do it?
What do you mean? Why do they have to do it?
Like, why do they got to change?
Because that's what their province does. That's what the country does.
But wouldn't you think that if every province sees how easy it is to not change, they would not change?
I guess you're going to have to take that up with them.
I guess.
I don't know.
I guess I'm going to have to.
I don't know. But everybody's ahead of us now. Or no, is Alberta the same? No.
Alberta's the same. Alberta's the same.
At time as us.
Yeah. That's it.
BC is now 2 hours behind?
I don't know. I can never tell. I always have to text my sister
you live
and
in
say, what time is it?
You live in Saskatchewan. You don't care.
We don't care. Right? We just text people at the same time. If I want to text my sister Linda in BC at 8:00 in the morning before I go to work, I just still do it. I don't care what time it is, no matter what time of year. I don't care if it's 5:00 in the morning in BC and that's when she's getting it. It's like when the HHG goes on holidays. Doesn't matter. When I go to Ontario tomorrow, right? I'm going to be 2 hours ahead. HHG, because she's a night owl, I'll be 4:00 in the morning, she'll still be texting me, because she'll still be up.
She will.
Right? Because that's how she rolls.
It is definitely
So we don't take that into consideration.
No, we don't. Oh my God, but speaking of the HHG though.
Samantha.
Our resident hype girl, Michelle, on Friday, she taught me a valuable lesson.
Well, I thought it's about time. It's well about time. Right?
Michelle taught me, the HHG taught me the rules of curling.
And you weren't hating it.
No, because how she explained it to me made perfect sense. And she actually engaged me in a way in this sport that I've always deemed incredibly boring and mundane. And
it's not.
I have a little PTSD because I used to work at a curling rink when I was going to university, and wasn't the best job in the world. So she made me enjoy the actual viewing of the curling. Yes. And I'm like, and then I was getting, and then I, because she was like, okay, now what does this mean? And I'm like, well, I think that means they've got a point. So she's like, yes, you're getting right. And I'm like
she was meant to be a teacher.
Right. Because if she could engage the anti-sports fan of all sports.
Totally.
Right?
Totally. I think you could be a curler, Samantha.
Oh my God. I am totally thinking I could be a curler.
Like, did you watch any of it on Sunday?
No, I did not. See, that's the problem, is that I DFC'd as soon as I left. As soon as I left the building, I DFC'd.
You dropped back into being a fake fan.
It wasn't a long enough immersion.
Oh, right. See, that's where she's going to get you, right? Next, she's going to be holding on to your hand. Her sweaty hand's going to hold on to your hand, and she's going to go through it again with you next time.
Right.
And do her immersion therapy. That's what she's going to do. And then you'll be, oh, nothing to watch on TV on Sunday. Oh, I'll watch curling.
I'm going to watch
just
curling.
like that. And then she's got you.
Right. And then, okay, the funny thing is, though, is that when I was watching the curling, I understood why they were throwing the rock in that general direction.
Yeah, and it's not that horrible.
I was actually understanding, like, if it hit this way, it would hit both. And I'm like, so it's kind of strategic in a way. And I'm like, okay, that interests me.
Yeah, it's totally strategic. You know what interests me, Samantha? You know what interests me?
What?
Magic.
I believe in magic.
Yeah,
in
right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, right? That's all we know. Right? That's all we know. But I think I want to be a magician. I want to take a magic class.
Okay.
I want to make things disappear. That's what I want. I want to be that. I want to be like David Copperfield. And guess what? Actually, Great Wall of China. You're gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I want to be that good.
Maybe you should start small and just stick with the universe. Maybe you should stick with the university bridge.
No, right? I'm going big. I'm all in. And then this will be my trademarks. This will be how I end my show, my magic trick. Ta-da! Huh? I just thought that one up.
I got a better one.
What?
Abracadabra.
Right? Abracadabra. Ta-da! Like abracadabra. Exactly. And you just tell me, you want that sawn in half? I'll saw that in half. I can, think of this, Samantha. I can bring in my skills from Forged in Fire and I can saw you in half because I know the right saw to use, right? I can make you guess the card. I can guess your card. Hi, there's only 52 of them, as if I can't figure out your card. Right? They do it. I watch it on the YouTube and I'm like, it's not that hard, people.
You've watched it on YouTube.
I'm watching magic on YouTube.
Okay. So in magic, are you going to wear like a top hat and have a bird or a bunny pop out of it or something?
Yeah. Like, I like the bunny.
You like the
bunny?
I
like the idea of the bunny. Yeah. But not like, I don't want it coming out. Like not while I have my hat on.
Okay.
Yeah. Not like that. But I want like the stick. I want the stick.
You want the stick.
Right? I want the stick and the top hat for sure. Right? Don't confuse me with a cabaret dancer. Right?
Oh my God.
I'm just
God. Are
right?
you getting, okay, but even better, are you getting a cape? Because they all have capes.
Oh, I'll wear a cape. I'll probably have like a little tuxedo on, I think, and then a cape over top maybe. Right? I want to be like Houdini.
Okay.
Yeah. Right? And then
No. Houdini escaped from things.
Well, if I need to, I can escape from things too. I'm just not there yet.
Like what?
I'm just learning. I'm just starting my career.
Oh my God, I know. The escape from the clown car.
Right? I could escape from the clown car easily. Easily I could do that. Right? Like shackle me in the car, watch me go. Right? I don't have very big wrists. I can get out of those shackles. I know I can do it. I think, and now that my shoulders work, I can get out of the straitjacket too, probably.
Probably.
Right? I think I can do it all. Right? What I don't want to do is I don't want to go under the water. I don't want to do that one if I don't have to.
Well, I think you would be upset because it would ruin your hair.
Yeah, and if that goes wrong, it goes really, really wrong.
It goes really, really wrong.
It goes really, really wrong, right? So I'm just saying, right? Like, here I go. Ready? Abracadabra!
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Your card was the number 8.
No, it wasn't.
Why, yes, it was. If it was, I don't know. But okay, yes. Right? Just something new to try.
So what would your stage name be as a magician?
The Marvelous. I want Marvelous in there. How about just the Marvelous Magician?
No.
Lisa, the Marvelous Magician.
That's so boring.
Well, it's my act that's going to be exciting, Samantha. Right?
You're going to have a bunny. You're going to have...
I'm going to have a bunny.
You're going to disappear. China, the Great Wall of China's going to disappear.
Right? I'm going to saw you in half.
No, you're going to saw the HHG in half. Let's make that very clear. Right? I'm going to guess your card. I'm going to read your mind. Yes.
I'm going to do all
that.
What
am I thinking right now, Lisa? What am I thinking right now?
You're thinking right now, Samantha. Okay, hang on. Let me think. I look at your eyes. I think you're thinking, I'm not very happy with what you're thinking. I think you're thinking I'm crazy. Am I right? Were you thinking that? I should have made you write it down. Yes. Should have made you write it down and show everybody.
There you go.
Right? So I'm just saying, that's what I'm going to be doing.
All right, Marvellous Lisa.
Yeah, Marvellous Lisa. The Marvellous Lisa. Ta-da! Just like that. Right?
Coming to a corner near you.
Coming to a corner near you. Makes it sound like I'm a hooker. Right? And you know what? I guess I could be. I guess it could be dual purpose, right? The Marvellous Lisa could be a hooker too. That just seems like a lot of extra work. I think magic sounds more fun.
You would. Well, you are trying to do tricks, so.
Right? I would be trying to do tricks, right? So, okay. So on Saturday, Samantha, I was out going to get my hair cut. So I'm in the car, right? I'm in the car, belting out my 80s tunes. Dancing in the Dark comes on by Bruce Springsteen, right? Can't start a fire, right? You know that one, right?
Yeah.
Can't start a fire without a spark. And then it kind of got me going down as I was driving a little bit of the 80s rabbit hole. And it's a rabbit hole I don't ever want to come up from, I don't think. I think I want to stay there.
Like, no more current music. We're sticking with the 80s.
Let's just stay with the 80s. Because that's when we were happiest, right? It was the 80s.
It's because we didn't know any better.
We didn't know any better, right? We didn't care. It didn't matter.
Didn't
It
matter.
didn't matter. But then what was funny is that then a Huey Lewis song came on. I got a new drug. That one?
Ah, yes.
And then you know what it got me thinking, Samantha? Correct me if I'm wrong, friends of the podcast. Did anyone actually really like Huey Lewis? Or better yet, would anybody admit to it?
Okay, so then I will, because someone has to
like them. You liked
them.
Huey Lewis?
Yes, I didn't mind them.
You were like a loser in the 80s.
No, I wasn't, because I liked a lot of stuff.
Not him.
I think they were like, it was happy music.
Not that happy. It was horrible.
It was happy.
That's like the only thing from the 80s, I think. That and Bananarama that I hated.
Bananarama?
I hated Bananarama. Right? Hated it.
Wasn't it Venus?
Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah. Not a Venus, you got it fan whatsoever.
You got it.
Not at all. Not at all. But then it got me just thinking, like the 80s really were, like, remember how a while ago I wanted to be in the 70s?
Well, I don't. Yeah, you were doing that. That was like
I want to be in the 80s.
Well, at least you're up a decade.
I know, right? I'm moving it up. So it's like I said.
Okay, so if you want to stay in the 80s, Lisa.
Yeah.
Do you want all the things back then? Do you want the music? Do you want like how you dressed? Do you want your Ralph Lauren polo shirts when you were all fancy like that?
You betcha. Right? I pretty much have the same haircut.
Oh my God. Okay, what's the Swatch watch? Did you have the Swatch? Do you want that to come back?
Of course. I want the Swatch watch to come back.
Okay.
All right. And like the United Colors of Benetton, I want that to come back. I want all of that to come back.
So
right?
You never want to listen to... You never want to listen to like any of the 80s music or any of the contemporary music ever again.
You know what? Like, it's fine, but it's not my go-to.
It's not your go-to. Okay.
It's not my go-to. That's why, remember last week when I was talking about Heather Locklear?
Yes.
On the TikTok, right? Because she's a Gen Xer, and I feel that she understands me. Right? Because she agrees too. She's all like, it's the 80s or nothing, man. 80s or nothing. That's
I mean, the 80s
goes.
The 80s were good. The early 90s were okay.
I didn't care so much.
And then the music got depressing.
Yeah, right? I don't need that in my life right now. You know what I need in my life, though? I need the sleep schedule that The Rock has.
He doesn't sleep.
He only sleeps 4 hours a night.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that crazy? He goes to bed at midnight and he wakes up at 4 a.m.
I don't know how he does that.
I don't know. And then Barack Obama, he goes to bed at 1 a.m. and he gets up at 7 a.m. That's my perfect schedule right there. 6 hours right there. Bang. Right? Perfect right there. 1 to 7.
No.
Right? You know, not for you, no, but.
Oh, good God, no.
But that's just because you're you.
Well, most people are like me, Lisa.
No, I don't know if they are, Samantha. It doesn't look it. There's 2 famous people that aren't like you whatsoever.
That's 2.
I know, but I bet you there's more. You want me to make you a list? I bet you there's more.
No, I prefer that I don't need a list, and I'm not going to defend the fact that I like to get more than 5 hours of sleep.
I know, you like your sleep, right? I like my sleep too, but I just like for the first 4 hours, lay there wide awake if I go to bed too early.
Yes, I know.
That's not my gig.
That isn't your gig. And I believe you say you get your best sleep the hour before you wake up.
Oh, and it's a good one. Yeah. Usually there's a dream thrown in there and everything.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, it's like quite the adventure that last hour. Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't think it's normal for people to only sleep 4 or 5 or 6 hours. Like, I think people, you need to get more sleep.
Well, I don't know. Apparently some of us don't.
I don't know. I just think, Like, what are you doing awake? Like, what are you doing awake?
Nothing. I'm just lying there bored. Right? Just lying there wondering why I'm awake. Yeah, but then what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do at 2:00 in the morning?
I don't know.
Then it seems like you're creating a bad habit.
I know what you can do. Practice your magic.
That's now. I'll watch more magic YouTube videos. Right? Practice.
You're welcome.
Practice.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Samantha.
I just filled your 4 hours.
Yes, you did. You just filled my whole 4 hours. And then hopefully when I get so good at my magic, I'll be able to make those 4 hours disappear.
Oh, there you go.
Right?
Oh my God. Okay.
That's what I'm aiming for.
Okay. So we were having a conversation on Friday and someone mentioned confidence. Someone mentioned looking at their computer. And then when you choose to do something on a computer, it says, "Are you sure you want to do that?"
Right.
When you're clicking, you're about to click on a button and it goes, "Are you sure you want to do that?"
Yeah. And then what does that do to a guy?
Your confidence is done. That's the confidence killer right there.
Totally stops you dead in your tracks and makes you question every single thing you know. Right? Makes you go through the checklist of, I think I'm done. I think I'm okay. I think, and then all of a sudden it went from knowing to I think.
Right.
Right? Like all of a sudden it goes from, I'm just going to change this to, are you sure? To, oh shit. Like I'm launching, this is a bad reference, but I'm launching World War III. Right? Are you sure? Oh, maybe not.
That's a horrible reference.
I know. I just said it was, so I'm sorry. But you get my point.
Yeah. Thank you. Confidence killer.
Right? Confidence killer, right? But that's exactly it. It's the same bullshit with the Netflix, right? Are you still watching? Shut up, Netflix. Like, knock it off. Like, stop being Big Brother, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like Big Brother's always watching. Somebody always, like, why does the computer have to get its 2 cents in?
Mm-hmm. I agree. Well, and
right?
But it can be done in person as well. Like if you're trying on clothes and you come out and you're like, oh, I really like this color. I like the fit of this shirt. Are you sure?
Are you sure? Exactly.
Sure? Like that's coming from your mother, your friend who you decided to go shopping with.
Exactly. Like,
and then you're like, do I know how to dress myself?
Yeah, right. You get the, you do? Oh, you like red now? Right? That's what you get, right? Whereas remember back in our early years of working in retail and customers would say they'd try on their lovely garments and they'd say, what do you think? Not a hope in hell am I answering. What do I think, dear customer? I'm throwing it back at you. You tell me what you think. I'm not answering it. I'm not giving it up. I'm not telling you what I think. Sorry. Ever. Ever.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
Not going there. Just not going there. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Samantha, do you ever wonder why do they say, and we've talked about this before, but it's been bugging me, hey? Why do they say things are new and improved when they aren't? Who is the person deciding this?
I think the person who decides this is the marketing person who goes, we're not getting enough traction on those Oreos. We need to say new and improved Oreos.
Right? And they're not.
No.
It's like me saying at Christmas time, I'll use a work reference because everybody at my work knew that I was doing this. Bad Lisa, right? We got in that, the make your own cake mix. And I'm like, it's the must have item for Christmas. And it wasn't. I was just saying it to sell them. Right? So it's kind of like that, right?
It is.
There's no scientific proof behind that it's new and improved unless it was really so horrific before.
Yes.
And then chances are it wouldn't have made it this far.
I think when someone says something it's new and improved, it's because the first time round it wasn't marketed well, so they need to zhuzh it up a bit.
Exactly, right? They gotta, zhuzh it up, right? They gotta, like, is that what they did? Like, remember when they did that with the Cokes? New Coke. How about just stick with the old Coke?
New Coke, Coke Zero, caffeine free, right? Everything.
Because now on the commercial, I was watching a commercial the other day, and the Coke Zero, now they're marketing it as tastes better than Coke. Oh, come on. There's no sugar. So it don't taste better than Coke. It just doesn't. I get it tastes really good. It tastes better than Diet. It tastes the next best thing, but it does not taste better than Coke. That's a lie. There might be some people who like it better than Coke, but you can't blanket statement and say it tastes better than Coke. Got me a little riled up, Samantha.
It did get you a little riled up, didn't it?
Got me a little riled up. Right? Don't be saying, it tastes better than Coke. Because guess what? I tried it. That doesn't taste better than Coke.
Holy crap.
Right? As a magician, I'm going to make it disappear.
Oh, there you go.
Right. That's how I'm fixing all these problems. I'm making them disappear.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Right? Once I get that high up in my magicianing, that's what I'm going to do.
Magicianing. Is that what we're doing now?
Magicianing. I'm magicianing. I'm transitioning to be a magician. I'm magicianing. Okay. Get it?
Okay. Got it.
Okay, listen here. A&W, this just happened today. A&W has launched what they call a butterfly cup. It's a biodegradable cup with no lid. So it's almost like, you know how you get like the Chinese food containers that all fold in really kind of neatly?
Yes.
That's what the cup does now. No lid.
And the liquid doesn't spill?
Apparently not.
I can't wait to see that.
I'm curious for somebody to try it. So friends of the podcast, if you go to the A&W, could you buy yourself a piping hot coffee with the butterfly cup, please? I just want to see. I shake my head as Lisa and Sam. We're just curious to see how that works.
Maybe start off small with a root beer, and that way if it happens to spill, it won't scald you.
Right? I'm curious.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. So I appreciate what they're doing because they're trying to, clean up their act, so to speak, because they have a lot of takeout stuff and everything was used to be plastic. Now they're not trying to do that. And I get it. I totally get it. If this works, fantastic. I'm sure that they will revolutionize, takeout containers.
Takeout containers, right? Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But they still wrap their burgers in paper.
Yeah.
What are they going to do with that?
I don't know. How can paper can't just disagree, right? Or can't just disappear. It can't just disappear paper.
No, that's true.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It depends. I don't know. If Lisa the magician is around, maybe it will disappear.
Maybe I'll be an environmental magician. Ta-da!
That's an untapped market, Lisa.
I think it is. I can't think of any environmental magicians offhand.
No.
Right? Oh the marvelous God. Lisa, the marvelous environmental magician.
Oh my God.
Right? Could be interesting.
It could be. You just never know. All right. Because we are recording early, there was no Facebook Tuesday to talk about. However, we are recapping Sunday's post, which only a few people responded to. But guys, just so you know, we post on Sundays. And we asked the question about what your favorite raw cereal was. And we got a few responses.
We did.
Yes. So Steve likes Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Well, Steve, you like the number one raw cereal.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Karen R. liked Captain Crunch, very much like Lisa.
I love the Captain Crunch.
Sheila likes Honey Nut Cheerios. Hi, Mom. That's what I grew up with. Cindy H. She has 3.
You know this is our Cindy, right?
Yes. Cindy Harder. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Flakes, and Life cereal. Who wants Life
to just eat
cereal?
That?
Cindy. Nobody likes Life cereal.
Nobody's eating Life cereal.
Oh, come on.
Sometimes I don't know what goes through that girl's head.
No. And then Nathan P said no cereal choice. He doesn't eat cereal anymore. And I'm like, Nathan, just make a choice. And
just pick one, Nathan.
Yeah. And then Joanna, honeycomb. Oh, I liked a good honeycomb when I was a kid.
I did not like a honeycomb.
I did.
Huh. Interesting.
But my number one is Fruit Loops. So.
Yeah. And that's my number 2 for sure. And then I love a corn pops too.
No, no. Nope, that was not my fave.
Interesting. That was fun though.
But again, guys, Life cereal? Nobody likes Life cereal. It's disgusting.
Nobody eats that, Cindy Harder.
Nobody eats that shit.
And we're just calling her out because we used to work with Cindy, so. I don't want people thinking we're just horrible people calling out people for no reason.
No, she can handle it.
She certainly can.
Okay, guys. So, this is our call to action. So, guys, you can connect with us on Facebook. Just search I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam and join the group. We do have a page, but please join the group because that's where all the fun happens. Just search I Shake My Head. Our Instagram account is, again, searchable by I Shake My Head. Twitter is I_Shake My Head. If you would like to check out what we're doing there, Lisa posts constantly on that on Twitter. And TikTok is also I_Shake My Head as well. And we are posting a few videos every now and again there as well. We're trying to do a little bit more. So if you'd like to engage with us on social media, that's how you can find us. Patreon is www.patreon.com/IShakeMyHead. For as little as $2 a month, you get an early episode. You get the episode 1 day early. You get one just for you Patreon content only episode, and there are no ads. So you want to listen to us without ads? $2 a month. You get it early. No ads. Also, just a reminder, you can get some really good I Shake My Head swag at Threadless, which is ishakemyhead.threadless.com. Check it out. There's some really cool stuff that you can get. Who doesn't need a t-shirt with our cute little faces on it? And we are part of the Podfix network. You can listen to us there and at pod.link/ISMH.
Samantha, here's something new, which, again, not a fan of. I don't like change, right?
No.
Oreo has a new flavor coming out in April. Mocha Caramel Latte. Dear Oreo, can we just make your original good? We don't need the double stuff. We don't need you can keep the birthday cake one. It's kind of fun, right? But technically we don't need, just make a good cookie. Make a good original cookie.
Does it still taste like the original Oreo?
Like the Oreo? It doesn't taste quite the same. They've changed the cookie. So the icing tastes the same, but the cookie's not quite the same.
Huh.
They've messed with it a little bit, right?
Oh, should they?
And I would rather just put it back to normal. And I get it, right? The Oreo's like 100 years old. Oreo is, right? It had its 102nd birthday or something not too long ago. So, and that's not a fact. So nobody at me, right? But it's old. It's old. It's up there. And remember, we don't fact check on this podcast.
No, we don't.
We need a disclaimer, Samantha. We do not fact check on this podcast. We just say what comes to our mind and hope we might be right. Hope we're in the ballpark. But I just think like with the double stuff and then the thin, make a good original.
I agree. You know what, Lisa? This is the whole new and improved wasn't really improved.
Right.
New doesn't necessarily mean better.
New doesn't mean better. Sometimes old is pretty darn good. There's a lot to be said. What was that phrase? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, somebody broke it, and now they're trying to fix it, and they still haven't gotten it right.
No. So instead, let's just bring out a mocha caramel latte. What the hell is that flavor? Like, because the Oreo's not sweet enough already?
Well, and it sounds like a Starbucks order.
Exactly, right? Oh, can I get the mocha caramel latte? Oh, sorry, not the coffee, the Oreo.
Whenever I hear mocha, I hear mocha chocolata. It sounds like
yeah. Be my lady marmalade, right? Like that one, right?
Like it reminds me of a song.
Yeah, I agree. Totally. You know, so crazy.
Again, messing with Lisa's Oreos, not a good thing.
Not a good thing.
Okay, but you know who's Kim K. We're gonna talk about this because it's kind of blowing up a little bit in her face.
Okay, I don't know anything about it.
Okay, so Kim K apparently said a quote. She said something that people are not happy about. She stuck her foot in it, and the working woman is not happy with her. Her quote is, "Get your effing ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days."
Huh.
She said that about working women.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So why the controversy?
Because I think working women, they do get up and they do work and they work really hard. But I think what annoys people is because Kim K is a very rich woman who started off she started off with privilege. And
it doesn't matter that she's oh, you know I don't agree.
Okay, I'm just saying
I don't agree.
This is the rumblings and grumblings that I've heard, and people have done.
What chat rooms do I find this conversation in?
I don't know. Check your Instagram stuff.
I'm going to have to find it because I think that Kim K has worked whether she came from privilege or not, has worked very hard to become Kim K.
Yes, she has.
Right? And I think maybe what she's alluding to is the whole percentage of the world that doesn't want to go back into the workplace anymore. They want to stay at home and work from home. There's people, Samantha. I read about this over the weekend in the newspaper, or not in the newspaper, but on my news. There's people who are quitting their jobs because their employers are saying you're going to have to come back to work now.
Oh, okay.
And people are quitting over that.
Okay.
I get that working from home really was a luxury that some people had and some people didn't, right? It was necessary, right, during the COVID, but now that things are changing, I think the expectation always was that you'd get your ass back at work.
Uh-huh. I don't know I think that's not quite what she was referencing to.
That's what I'm referencing to.
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
I'm sure we'll get some feedback on that one.
Probably, right? I'm heartless. It's because you don't have babies. None of those reasons.
No, none of those reasons. But anyways, I just wanted to point it out because Kim K, she's very, she's always in the media, right? And if she's not in the media because Kanye's taken a stab, or I shouldn't say that. Kanye is always saying something derogatory about her, or Pete Davidson for some particular reason. She's doing something interesting.
And that happens. You know what else is interesting? Here's something, speaking of interesting things. I don't know the man's name, but there's a guy on TikTok, and he has quite the following. And what he does is he'll go up to people, like say you're in the grocery store, right? And he'll come up to you and say he's buying like a thing of hamburger, for example. And he'll say to the person in front of him, "Oh my God, I just realized I left my wallet in the car and it's 4 blocks away. Would you mind paying for my hamburger? Could you pay for my hamburger for me?" Some people say yes, some people say no, some people look at him like he's just grown a third head, right? It's all about random acts of kindness. And if people help him, then he pays for their groceries and gives them $500.
And he films the whole thing?
Somebody films it because he asks he goes through lots of different people, and a lot of people are like, no, like he was asking somebody, there was something, There was one in a park that something about, they were in a park and one guy was like, oh, he said he was talking to a man who was sitting at a picnic table at a park. And he said, I've just had a really shitty day. Do you mind if I just sit here and just talk with you for a couple seconds? And the guy was like, yeah, no, dude, like I'm way too busy, right? I'm waiting for a call. And so then he kept going and asking people, same story, right? People would be like, no, right? I don't have time for that. You're a stranger. I'm too busy. I'm too all this. And then finally somebody's like, yeah, for sure. I got 5 minutes for you. And then he was like, boom, you are a wonderful person because you just did a random act of kindness, right? Without there being any ties to it, right? You were just helping out your fellow guy.
Interesting.
And then he rewards them. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really, really cool. And then it makes me think, like how are we as a society? Do we do that? Like, I'd like to think, I don't know. Like, I would probably buy somebody the coffee and not think twice.
Oh, for sure. Like I've bought people their coffee that have been behind me in a Tim Hortons lineup. Yeah. Right? It's not a big deal to do something small that would make somebody else, maybe have a smile on their face. I just probably wouldn't feel the necessity to film it.
No, but you're not filming it. Somebody else is filming to see if they can see people do it.
I don't know. That I think it's a good concept. I think this is interesting. This is an interesting way to see, how people engage with others or with strangers. Yeah.
Are you a good person or are you kind of a shitty person?
Mm-hmm. There's actually a gentleman. It's a series I watched a few years ago. I think it was on Netflix, and he actually went from one end of a country to the other on random acts of kindness and the kindness of strangers. Nice. He didn't spend $1.
Wow. Hey?
Traveling across these different countries. It was all on the kindness of other people.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And I think it's amazing and I'm all for it for sure because I think that sometimes we don't pay it forward, right?
True. Very true.
And I think that there's more opportunity for us to be able to kind of pay it forward.
Mm-hmm. It's like if you were standing in a grocery line and someone said, "Oh, I don't have enough money for that." I'd be like, "What do you need?"
Exactly, right? Like I would like to think that I would be that person too, right? Mm-hmm. Or, they're in a big hurry and I'm in a grocery line and they're like, I just have one item. Can I go in front? I'd like to think that I'm the person that would step aside and say, yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. If I'm not in a hurry, it's no skin off me, right? Like, it's like, whatever.
Yeah, right? And sometimes I think we have to be kinder. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, I think, like, Samantha, we're 2 years into the pandemic, right? Or I guess the endemic, now they're calling it, right?
Oh, is that what they're calling it now?
Yeah, the endemic. Do you think that some of our newly formed habits are here to stay?
What are some of the habits, though?
Well, what are things that people used to do that they're supposed to still do that maybe they won't do? I find people aren't sanitizing as often.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Uh-huh. Yes, we've been neglectful.
Right. We're getting dirty.
Maybe we're not washing our groceries when we bring them home.
Right? Maybe we're not, thinking about, maybe I should have stayed home from work today. Right? Maybe now we're backing away from that a little bit.
I think we shouldn't with that one.
I know we should probably keep all the rules still in place. Yeah. Those type of rules, right?
Yeah. I still think it should all be in place. But I'm just wondering, like, do you mean like habits of like how we don't know how to interact with people because we've been at home for so long?
Yeah. Like have we become less social? Like have we lost our manners because we haven't needed to use them as much?
Potentially, right?
Right? Are we less kind than what we once were?
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not, but I worry.
I'm still saying please and thank you. I mean, that's important.
Yes, I say please and thank you too.
I'm always nice when I go get my groceries because I appreciate them.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful that
groceries?
I appreciate the people who open the grocery store so that I can go to it and, Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're always
that's
lovely.
The thing, right? Is I think because we've become I think the pandemic made us very jaded for a while.
Well, and it separated people, right?
Yeah, totally. Now this is getting too serious, so enough of this.
Okay.
Hang on one second, Samantha. Abracadabra, it's gone. Right?
Oh my God, the Marvellous Lisa has been here.
The Marvellous Lisa just made the serious random topic disappear. I guess the moral of the story is, people, pay it forward and be kind.
And develop a new hobby like Lisa.
Right? Pick up a new hobby.
Become a magician.
Become a magician. If you want a magician, if you want to start magicianing, magician. Right?
Oh my God. If Lisa gets good enough, she will start doing live events of her magicianness.
On the TikTok. And on the TikTok I'll start.
And she'll introduce you and teach you what she has learned.
Right? Maybe I'm gonna start, like, you know how I like show my TikTok skills with my fit hoop?
Oh, yes.
Stay tuned, friends. Stay tuned.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
You're going to need to watch some more videos, Lisa.
I know. I'm not saying I'm perfect yet. I'm just learning it, Samantha. Right?
Okay, but speaking of spending a lot of time in our homes lately, if your house was on fire, Lisa, what 3 things are you saving?
I'm saving me.
Oh, doesn't count.
My phone.
Okay.
I don't know if I have 3.
Yes, you do.
I do?
Hi. What about all of the royal family stuff?
Well, I can't take it all, so what do you do with it?
Well, take the most important
my house
pieces.
is on fire. I don't have time to my house is burning. I don't have time to pick and choose.
Your phone?
My phone. My phone charger.
Stop.
I'm just joking. And Mike Gibson, if you're listening, I'm just joking. Right?
I think you are.
No, yes, I am. Yes, I am. I don't know what I would take, right? I would want to change of clothing.
You have to leave right away. Your house is on fire. I don't think you have time to pick out clothes.
I want to take a duffel bag and my clothes.
You don't have. Then you better have a go bag. Like, that's what I think you need. In case of
maybe
fire,
I need a go bag.
Have a go bag.
Maybe. Why? What are you taking?
I think I make sure that I have my purse, which would have my phone, wallet, keys.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, I would take that too.
Make sure I have my glasses on, so that would be helpful. Yeah. Otherwise, I can't see. And
you better take your keys for Betty.
Yeah, well,
those are in your purse.
Those are in my purse. And then everything else is replaceable. So
yeah, right. I feel you better take your coffee maker.
What?
Yeah, because you're mean without it.
I am mean without it.
Yeah, right? So can you please take your coffee maker?
Oh, fine. I'll take my coffee maker.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I think you should do.
You know what? I think it's funny that neither one of us said, hey, we should bring our meds with us.
We get those another time. We'll get those someplace else. Yeah, exactly. Right?
Okay. But speaking of precious things, because apparently our phone is our precious thing, does Annie Lennox get the credit she deserves? Because Lisa, you were going down that 80s rabbit hole, and obviously Annie Lennox is a huge influence from the 80s.
Oh, for sure.
Like, does she get the credit she deserves, though?
Oh, like, I think that she gets the credit she deserves, but I don't know if she gets the credit she deserves for her music. I think she gets a lot of things for, like, philanthropy and being a really awesome, cool person, but I don't know if she gets the credit for her music.
But the Eurythmics was classic.
The Eurythmics was classic, and her on her own, like walking on broken glass, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Like, when you and I saw her in concert, and that's probably one of the top 3 concerts I've ever seen was Annie Lennox.
Yeah, and then Sting came on.
And then just like killed the show, killed the fun, killed the vibe, killed the energy, right? And I think Annie Lennox is so beautiful. Like when you look at pictures of her and stuff, she's so beautiful.
Yeah, she is. And just, she can sing anything.
Yeah, it makes me think that I think her beauty is so deep. I feel that she has a very, very good heart.
I think she does too.
Yeah, I think that she deserves lots of accolades.
There is not enough for the queen of the 80s.
No, there really isn't, right?
Do you think she got overshadowed because of Madonna? Because Madonna was so big?
Maybe, because I think Annie Lennox, like, she was very true to who she was, right? Like she knew that she was like a Sinead O'Connor kind of, right? Like, knew she was beautiful, but did things like wore her hair cropped short because, kind of like me, right? Wears her hair cropped short because, right? Doesn't want her beauty to overshadow things. Right? Like, I totally get it. I totally understand it, right?
Yes.
Right? You're more than just a pretty face.
You have so much in common.
Right? Just so much more than just a pretty face, Samantha. Yeah.
Okay, Lisa. I think it's time for your stuff. Guess who's got questions? Lisa's got questions. It's Lisa's Question Corner.
All right, Samantha. I got 3 questions for you this week. You ready?
Okay.
All right. Number 1, Samantha. If people only drink 1 cup of coffee, like myself, a day, does it really help?
Of course it does. It's caffeine.
But it doesn't really help. I don't get anything from it other than the fact that apparently I should drink it because I'm an adult.
Then don't drink it.
No, I don't mind it. I don't mind the taste of it. But I'm just saying, because I have just 1 cup in the morning, and not even every morning, I don't feel anything. So it makes me wonder if it really helps.
Well, then try to drink 2.
I don't need 2. Because how many do you drink?
I drink 2.
And, do you have 1 later on in the day?
No.
Just 2 in the morning.
Yes.
Well, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. So that's my thing. I'm just wondering does it really help? I don't know.
I think it does. Maybe it's just the ritual of coffee. I don't know. But I'm not going to stop now.
I don't want you to stop now either. Right? Okay, question number 2. If the snow starts off clean, why does it melt dirty?
You are not asking this question.
I'm asking this question. The snow starts off clean. Why does it melt dirty?
Because of the ground and the dirt that gets spewed around and just crap, Lisa.
You think that's it?
Earth is dirty, Lisa. There's dirt.
I know, but when the snow lands and you have a big, look, it snowed 10 feet last night. It's white and beautiful, not dirty.
Yeah. No. And then
But melts dirty.
Yeah, and then life happens and then it gets dirty.
I think there's got to be another reason to it.
I'm sure there is. Anybody would like to weigh in on this, that would be fabulous. Please give us your feedback.
Please, please, please. Okay, question number 3. Why do we keep clothes that we know we aren't ever going to wear again? Like in everybody's closet, we got things we know we're not going to wear again.
Are you going to let me talk?
Go ahead and talk.
Because, Lisa, in the back of our minds, we have hope. That's the crazy thing about humans, is that we carry the ability to have hope that we will one day fit into that pair of jeans that make us feel like a 25-year-old, that we're still going to fit into that shirt that makes you feel like boom, shakalaka, like you were 25 again. That's why we keep it. Because you want to feel how you felt when you actually felt when you fit into that garment originally. And you may not be there. You may never get there, but you want it to hang around because we have hope, Lisa. We have hope.
So we just let it taunt and tease us.
No, it's a symbol of hope. It's how you look at it, really.
Are you sure?
It's how you look at it.
All right, Samantha.
Or
you seem very, very adamant.
Or you just keep it there to remind you shouldn't have had that second donut or that croissant. I don't know.
There you go. Okay. I was just curious, Samantha. That's all.
Thanks for reminding me what I ate today, Lisa.
There you go. You had a croissant today? Or a second donut?
Oh. Maybe a donut. I don't know.
Did you? From where?
No, I didn't.
You can have a donut. Donuts are breakfast food.
Lisa, I'm joking.
Well, eat donuts and be happy.
Okay. We should all eat a donut and be happy.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the end of my question, Samantha.
All right. Good ones, Lisa.
Thank you.
Okay. So do you think making your own pizzas is still a big deal now? Because people are getting pizza ovens.
I wish it was a big deal because we grew up with homemade pizza, hey?
Oh,
and
fancy.
My mom made amazing homemade pizza. And now there's no pizza like that.
Well, you can make your own pizza, Lisa. It's called get the dough, smoosh it out.
I know,
get the
but
sauce.
It's not the same, right?
Why?
It's not the same if you don't have. It's like because it's too hard to cook it in the oven. I think that's why people are getting pizza ovens.
Well, because it's bubbly, then it gets all bubbly.
Yeah, right. Because it cooks it at 500 in like a minute and a half.
I'm sorry. Hang on. Slowly roll. Let's roll that back. You have a pizza oven.
No, I have a toaster oven that does pizza.
Same thing.
I don't have like a full-fledged pizza oven. I just have a toaster oven.
But isn't it gigantic?
Oh, it's not like it doesn't hold a big pizza. It just holds like a personal-sized pizza.
Oh. In my mind, it took up the whole counter.
Well, it's boxy. It's big. It's boxy. It's boxy. It's definitely boxy. But now the problem is how expensive would it be to make that pizza?
Oh my God, don't. My mother just told me it was like, it used to be $13 for a bag of flour. It is now officially almost $18 for a bag of flour.
Oh my God, wow.
Yeah, so don't start. I'm sure it doesn't matter. Everything's going up. You still got to eat.
You still got to eat, right?
Now I think we should all just be picky of what you buy.
Well, I think you should be too, right? And if you're going to spend the money, you better really enjoy it.
Exactly, right? So maybe, Lisa, you need to convince your husband to buy an outdoor pizza oven so you can have homemade pizzas.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's just one more place for the pigeons to live. Right? We're essentially buying them a new stoop. Nope.
You're buying them the apartment condo?
Right? We're buying them the condo, right? We're upgrading them and not us. That's what we're doing, right? Right? You already got a barbecue out there. Right? You're not getting anything else. Oh my goodness. It was so funny the other day because one of them landed and Mike out loud, good old Mike Gibson, he said, the pigeon landed on the rail. He shoot it away. He looks at me with all seriousness. He goes, "This is not their bathroom." I'm like, you're absolutely right. It is not.
You are absolutely right.
And that's why we fight the pigeons off. Right? That's why we fight. The pigeons need to remember that they are sky rats and they need to know their place.
They do.
Right? Okay. Here's something interesting that we do at our place because we both like cooking shows, Mike and I, right? Uh-huh. So every Sunday we watch this TV show. It's called The Phantom Gourmet. Oh. And what it does is it shows the best restaurants in Boston. And there's some good places to go to if we ever get to Boston, Samantha.
Okay.
Some really good restaurants in Boston. If we ever find ourselves in Boston, right? I'll be able to hook us up. So
and it's
good.
Only in Boston? Like they don't
Seems to
branch out?
only be in Boston, yeah. Right? They seem to only do it in Boston.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe Chicago too, I don't know, but usually it's just Boston. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and they highlight like all these different restaurants in Boston, in the Boston area, I guess. Sometimes it's Maine. But it's a really good show. You should check it out. It's like on one of the lower channels on the cable. You probably get it.
The lower channels on the cable. Okie dokie. I'll check it out, Lisa.
I'm just saying, like, check it out.
Boy, I can't wait to go to Boston.
Yeah, next time I'm in Boston, I'm going to go to the Harbor View Inn in Boston down by the wharf.
Oh, my God.
Right? And have their clam chowder.
Clam chowder.
Yeah, that's what you'll do.
All right. Okay. I got something new for you. If you're bored of Wordle,
yep,
you can now go to Quordle.
I heard about this Quordle.
And you have to guess all 4 words in 9 tries.
But do you know what they do? So you have 4 boards.
Uh-huh. I went to it, and I'm like,
did you
fuck that shit.
How do you get that to work?
No idea.
Right? How the hell do you get Quordle to work? Can't even get Wordle to work half the time. How do I figure out Quordle? So, okay, who's like Andrea? Dear Andrea, I'd like you to go to Quordle, Quordle, and let us know how well you do.
Yeah, I have faith that she would figure this out.
Right? And maybe Haley Sims. Haley Sims seems to post some pretty good Wordle scores.
She does.
So maybe Haley Sims could go to Quordle.
Anybody who's into the Wordle thing, please go try Quordle, Quordle.com. It's
like
4
I like
boards.
Wordle, but like all things in my life, Samantha, I like Wordle, but like all things, once it gets too hard, I'm done.
Yeah, I know. I was
leave it.
Oh my God, I don't have energy for this. And I'm like, Mom, give it a shot.
Right? Exactly, right? It's like when I do Sudoku, right? I do really, really good till I can't figure out the number, and then I have a book of Sudoku books that are like half filled. I'm like, because this is where Lisa gave up. This is where Lisa gave up. This is where Lisa gave up. Right? That's what I do.
Yeah. I want it to be fun, not I'm going to pull my hair out.
Right. I didn't start playing Wordle for the stress.
No.
I can find enough of the stress to not have to add Wordle to it.
Yes, and I'm like, no, thank you.
No. I'm just saying, right? Okay, so we have this week we have St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, what is that? Thursday?
I don't know. Thursday.
I think it's Thursday.
I think it's Thursday.
Yeah.
What do we think? Do we love St. Patrick's Day? Are we yay or nays? Do we care?
I don't care.
I don't care about it.
I mean,
I care about is the Shamrock
Day.
Shake.
Yeah. I don't know.
Right?
Like, it's fine. Is that back now?
What? I'm sure it's leaving.
Did it come back for St. Patrick's Day?
I think it came back. I think it comes back. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because everybody likes creamed mint. Right? But I'm a take it or leave it kind of gal with St. Patrick's Day. I don't care.
Yeah, no. I just, nah.
It just seems like that's fine, like your green beer. Like, have fun. I'm sure when I was young, I'm sure we had fun and loved it.
Uh-huh.
But it's not a holiday as an adult I brought forward. Right? I'm just saying.
I have decided as an adult that I am not bringing this forward as something that I will fully participate in.
Right? I am leaving it behind.
It is firmly back in my 20s and my 30s. Past 40, I am not carrying it over.
I'm not carrying it over. I can't bring everything with me. It did not make the cuts. It was the weakest link. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's exactly how it goes. Right?
Oh my God, that's funny.
Screw you, St. Patrick's Day. That'll teach you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's my turn to teach you something, Lisa. Lisa, it's things you want to know. All right, Lisa. Fun facts about St. Patrick's Day.
Ooh. All right.
Well, I thought maybe, even though you hate it, we're still going to teach you.
So I still can always learn about it.
Right. Okay. So beer is one of the most widely consumed beverages on St. Patrick's Day. Guinness is one of the most popular drinks to drink on that day.
Interesting.
Have you ever had a Guinness?
Not a fan.
No?
It's funny. I don't like a beer that I can chew.
Oh.
Right? It's not my type of beer. Like a chewing beer is not my type of beer.
A chewing beer.
Right? Not interested. It's a mixture between a beer and chewing tobacco. No, I'm good. I'll pass on that one. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. Legend says that each leaf of the clover has a meaning: hope, faith, love, and luck. Your odds of finding a 4-leaf clover are about 1 in 10,000.
Do you know that my mom found a 4-leaf clover and she actually had it pressed and sealed, like she had it laminated?
Mm-hmm.
And she found it someplace. I don't know where she found it, but she found it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was super cool. And then she had it in her wallet.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of cool.
In 1962, this marked the first time Chicago dyed their river green for St. Patrick's Day.
Like, to me, that's a little crazy, hey?
Are you killing a fish?
Right? Like, is it necessary? Like, you're not drinking from the river?
No, but like the things that live in that river, like that's just rude.
Yeah, not a fan.
Unless it was environmentally friendly, and then whatever.
I'm sure it was.
I'm sure. But why would it be green? Anyways, yeah. The real St. Patrick wasn't Irish. He was born in Britain around 390 AD to an aristocratic Christian family.
Wow.
And he was brought to Ireland as a slave.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
Huh. That's kind of cool. Thanks, Samantha. I always like learning new things.
Yes. Okay, Lisa, what's making you shake your head this week?
You know what? This week I'm shaking my head. I revisited it. People who leave the public washrooms messy, and I'm not saying like their business, not their business, right? I'm not. I mean, I have an issue with that too. But like paper towels, when they know that the paper towel is dropped on the floor, why are they not picking it up? Or they know that they didn't turn the water tap all the way off. Why are you not just shutting it down?
Because they don't care.
Yeah, because it's not theirs at home, right?
Right.
And that makes me shake my head. I don't get that. I'm like, who are these people that are so nasty? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm shaking my head at.
But do you think they treat their own home like that?
I can't imagine, right? Who does?
Or do they have such little regard for the person who will have to clean up for their mess?
I wonder if it's that. And then that's like a really horrible, horrible attitude to have, right?
It does. It's not good.
It's not a good one. It's not a good one. No. Samantha, what have you been shaking your head at this week?
Oh, I shook my head. I love my in-suite washer and dryer. I don't want you to think that I don't.
Okay.
But my washing machine, sometimes I have to do a rinse and a spin on my already washed clothing because there's fluff on some of my work shirts and pants and stuff.
Are you washing stuff with your towels?
No. Just like socks and underwear.
And you're getting fluff?
Yeah, it's like a weird fluff kind of because I put Downy in there and then the Downy doesn't mix properly.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Anyways, that's what I'm either shaking my head at the washing machine that isn't doing it right, or me because I'm not doing it right.
Because you're not doing it right, huh? Interesting.
This is my life. Is it me or is it that?
Is it you or is it them? Is it me or is it that?
Oh dear.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting.
Yes. Our special mention this week is the HHG. Michelle says she shakes her head at people who ignore the clear signs that a table has been reserved for a specific group of people. We know who you are.
That's right. You know who you are.
Yes, this came from the fact that we reserved our usual table at Hudson's, and there were people sitting there when Lisa and Michelle got there. And apparently the little placard, and it was still on the table as they were sitting there, saying, hey, this has been reserved for people. And they clearly DFC'd on that.
They DFC'd. That's not that cool.
It is not that cool.
It's not that cool.
And then I walk in and I'm going, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah. What's wrong with this picture?
So she felt it was rude for people to ignore clear indications that they shouldn't sit somewhere.
Exactly. When there's other places available.
Oh, there was plenty.
Exactly. That's a good one.
Plenty.
That's our girl.
Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, we want your feedback on what we talk about. So send your comments to ismhead@gmail.com. You just might find it being mentioned during an episode. And that's feedback on our I Shake My Heads or anything we've talked about. Or if you would like to share an I Shake My Head with us and get it featured on the podcast, send it to our Gmail account, which is ismhead@gmail.com. So we just want to say thank you to John for putting together our episode. We greatly appreciate what he does for us. And Lisa?
Samantha, we're at the end of the show again.
We are at the end.
I don't think I got anything else, right? I'm going to try and maybe do a TikTok when I'm in Ottawa, see if I can figure something out.
Maybe a magician one.
Well, I don't know. They had these new ones. Rosie O'Donnell was doing it, and it was a duet. And I'm like, huh. And she was doing sugar. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, honey, honey. And I'm like, interesting. I wonder how you duet. But a lip-syncing duet. It was lip-syncing duets. Stay tuned, friends. No, I got nothing else for you, Samantha. Nothing else. All right. Always a pleasure.
Should be.
This has been a transmission of the Podfix Network. For more about this show and other great Podfix programs, go to podfixnetwork.com.